The only problem is if you had term limits for the Supreme Court, then it's just going to happen. My term's up, and it's a Republican president, and I'm a Democrat, and now that seat's going to be flipped. So
Yeah.
you might want to consider a different way of appointing Supreme Court justices. Maybe we've got to the point where after 250 years, we're not civil enough that having the president appoint Supreme Court justices and then approved by the Senate, maybe that model has been broken, because it's nearly impossible to get a Supreme Court justice confirmed if your side's not in power. It was hard to get Supreme justices confirmed these last few times. The votes were like, 51 to 49, all along party lines. Back in the old days, the politicians gave the president discretion on the appointments. And unless the person was an axe murderer, they would approve them through. There were Supreme Court justices that were confirmed, 90-something to just a few. Not anymore, and I don't think it ever will. So maybe that's hard to change, the whole Supreme Court thing, but maybe someone needs to start looking at that. But it's going to have to be states driven. It's going to have to come from the states. Someone's going to have to come out, because it's not going to come from the Congress, because I think Congress can initiate amendments. States can too. And then I think you can create a constitutional convention. I think there's like 3 different ways of trying to get an amendment crossed. But the Supreme Court is an issue, especially now because you have a president, Donald Trump, who is very aggressive, who is trying to use as much of the power that he can have. And people that say, well, he's trampling on the Constitution, I ask, give me the specific sentence or phrase in the Constitution that he's violated.
Yeah.
What is it? Just saying he's breaking the Constitution, that's like saying you're a jerk. Okay, well, where's the facts?
Well, then they call him a dictator. Oh, you're a dictator. You're a dictator. How is trying to get things accomplished being a dictator? If he were a dictator, he would not obey what these stupid federal district Biden and Barack Obama appointed judges that stick their noses in where they don't belong and want to play president and try and prohibit him from doing things. If he were a dictator, he would be like, who the hell are you? And he'd go ahead and do it anyways.
Yeah.
That's what the Democrats have done in the past. Biden, Obama, they're like, you're not going to tell us what to do. Trump's trying to abide by that. How is that being a dictator? It all comes back to the personality. And then they're hypocritical as ever. Oh, he's done some pretty repulsive things. Let's face it, when he was doing that thing about whoever it was that had the disability. I don't agree with that at all.
That was humor and bad taste.
Right, bad taste. And that's
not being happy that someone was shot.
Right. So that's completely unacceptable. But actually electing somebody that said that they would kill somebody's kids and piss on their graves, that's okay. Well, that was just a poor choice of words. Or what? And an attorney general who's trying to uphold the law, condoning murder of children. I mean, come on. They're so hypocritical. We're not communists. Remember that during the election? Everybody, you're all calling us communists. You say we're communists. We're communists. We're not communists. Look at this. Communist mayor of New York City. Communists running for mayor and Senate in Minnesota and the West Coast. They're bringing all these socialist Democrats or Democrat socialists or whatever they want to call them. They're communists. Their viewpoints, their methodology, their policies are all communism. So you sit there and deny, and then you vote these people in. They make my skin crawl. They're repulsive. They want to drag this country down to the dredges of hell, and they need to be made accountable. Like, drain the swamp. Hold on. Drain the swamp. Get rid of these thieving, cheating, lying, crooked criminals.